Hello everyone, we are the League of Ordinary Gentlemen, and today we have a very special guest with us.
Manuel Anell.
And we're going to be talking about Batman vs. Superman with full spoilers.
Heavy spoilers.
The heaviest.
The flowest.
All of them.
So, if you're not ready for that, and then we're going to have a safe point. We're going to put
the start
end
of this video.
Yeah, this is
right
now.
Right
Leave
now.
right now.
Probably gonna be one video right here. You just click on just in case.
And so we're going to start off with the things we did like about the movie, because that's a shorter list. So, Josh, what
way
was
shorter. I really like Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he fit the role, especially after watching him in Argo. I thought he was amazing, and I knew he was going to be an amazing Batman. I will finish off that statement later, Steven.
For me, one of my favorite things about the movie was definitely the music. I think that's what solidified the movie for me. Like, if there's one thing that I really came away with, was that the music was great. How it was utilized was a different story, but the music itself, man, I can listen to it.
Like the guitar solo for Wonder Woman.
That was weird.
That's Wonder Woman. So yeah. So yeah, same thing. Ben Affleck, like I said, Ben Affleck is Batman. Ben Affleck looks like Bruce Wayne. That's great. The music is great. It has 3 good scenes. It has the intro with Metropolis. I like that. That one's really good. I like the little "Should There Be a Superman" montage where they have all their big ideas, like all of them. And then the Batman fight at the end is cool. It's interesting, but it's cool. It's definitely cool. And yeah.
I feel like we all have like a catch-22. Kind of like, oh yeah, I like this, but yeah, 'cause mine's the same thing too. Like, it was a very pretty movie, very pretty. Shots were done very stylized, and to that butt part. So, Christian.
Visually, the movie looked spectacular. I really did enjoy the scenery, everything around it. What I also did like was a little bit because
We're trying to find something else.
Because every single time that happens, I have to say a but at the end of it. But I chose not to say that.
Fine. It is proper.
Yeah. Yeah, visually looked spectacular. Certain characters did stand out a lot, which I did enjoy. And the amount of Easter eggs that's in there, some of them were really great.
Yeah.
There were a lot of good ones.
I think if you were...
It's trying to like tease you and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like, you could be... Anyway. Yeah.
It could have been this.
Well,
and then they did show some of the stuff from the newer comics as well, which was involved in there too, which I really did like.
What my favorite Easter egg though had to be the Robin, the ha ha ha, and then Jason Todd.
The one I really liked was in the dude with the wheelchair when he's in when he has his crazy board.
Mm-hmm.
There's one photo of Superman with a car, and he's doing the thing from the first
Action
Comics
Comics,
number 1, and he's doing that thing, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Did you notice that first or second?
What could have
Second time.
been?
Okay.
I watched this thing twice.
Yeah, I'm the only one here to do that. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna.
And I don't recommend it either.
Well, no, he accompanied me. So.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Easter eggs was the Kryptonite lance. That's one thing that I've seen in the comic books used a lot. So, and I really enjoyed that.
I think it counts though. That was a plot point though, right?
It was essentially, yeah. They kind of put it as that.
Yeah.
Also, that Aquaman's gonna pop up in that part. Like we.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, nobody else said this.
Okay.
Like at the first time in the video, I was like, well, at that point, I was in the mood. But in the mood I was in, I was like, oh man, if fucking Aquaman comes out of there, and that's why Aquaman came out, fuck this movie. But they didn't do that, so that's another thing I liked about the movie.
I can tell you the first part, I was just like, if this is what I think is happening, I'm out. It's right in that intro where, they shows the whole funeral of Bruce Wayne, he goes and runs off, and he falls into the hole, and then he sees all the bats, and then the bats come at him, and they swirl him, and then he starts to be carried up. And I was like, if this is how he became Batman, in this world, I'm over. And he kept going, I'm like, I'm done. And I'm sitting next to a friend, and he's like, no, I'm done. And then he's like, and then I keep having that dream. It takes me to the light. I'm like, oh, it's just a dream.
Yet another thing I like about the movie.
He used to read Word Up magazine.
No, Jeremy Irons was actually really good in the movie. I really liked him.
That's where I said
I like
certain casting was really good.
I think most of it was, except her. Yeah, there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I think, as I mentioned, it's a very short list of the things we like. So
Want to just
let's get to talk about the movie.
Okay, let's talk about the movie from the beginning. We'll work it through. We're not going to.
Oh yeah, we should totally go
Exactly.
Okay, so from the very beginning, we're introduced to we get the backstory of Bruce Wayne, and we get that whole scene of of his parents dying, and that's essentially the movie starts off with Batman and his origin story,
and making really sure that we really hear that Batman's dad says Martha. That's very important.
Oh, that'll come later.
Important. That'll be very important later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't I was okay with it. Obviously it's cool in the world's lore. And it's a very strong scene. It's a good starter. The way they do it, I feel like it ends with Bruce flying up in bats, and I was like, oh, you fucked it, man! Like,
you're fucking it. No, but here's the thing though. Like the scene, I like that scene. I had some issue with the fact that they did turn it into Thomas Wayne basically brought it upon himself by punching the dude.
Yeah,
that bothered me. That did bother me when I heard it, because that's such a Zack Snyder thing. Was like the fucking leather fetish punchy thing, and I'm like, oh, no, don't do it.
And that Batman only cares about his mother dying. His dad dying, no, it's okay. He earned it, but his mom.
Well, yeah, he tried to punch it, dude.
That was
no, but that's something that's that is in the comics.
Oh, really?
Batman respects his dad a lot, but his dad was always taking care of other people. He was a doctor, so he's taking care of other people. But his mom is it's his mom. That I'll buy.
Here's the thing: when you said the whole thing about the dad punching the assailant, it's much more of a trauma if it's through no fault of their own that they get killed, as opposed to they interact or they tried stopping or he tried doing something about it. It's much more tragic to be like, through no fault of their own, they were killed by an assailant.
Yeah. And funny enough, the guy who killed Martha, when he was running away and didn't take anything, he reminded me of
he took their lives.
Oh.
That's what happened.
Isn't that enough?
That's very priceless.
Well, did he?
I mean, he wanted the pearls, and those were ruined.
They had blood.
Yeah, they were blood.
Yeah, and blood stains white.
Okay, no.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look like the same guy who shot Uncle Ben in the first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, whoa.
It doesn't look like the same actor too.
He's like, this is my new role. I get to do what I get to kill Martha. I kill Ben.
Are they parents? Yeah.
Fuck! No, yeah, but again, it worked for me up until that scene at the end. And don't get me wrong, like I understand there's that symbolism they had to put in there, and then it was Zack Snyder really trying to get a message across and really trying to show you something. And Zack Snyder's
you should.
I think I read the article that it said I read the article that mentioned Zack Snyder wants to make everything look cool, and to an extent, I mean that whole scene looked cool. It reminded me of the video game when you have that when you run into the alley and you see that whole scene, and it's like. The music gets to a certain point and it gets dark, and it is what it should be, and it's enough origin of Batman. You're like, that's it as far as origin story, because to an extent you're introducing the character again, so you have to give him some sort of origin, even though everyone knows this story.
Oh, it was fine. Okay, the weird thing about it is the fact that he doesn't choose to tell you it's a dream until he's all the way on the top.
I know.
And this is one of the movie's biggest problems going forward is choices.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting choices.
Because right after that, I don't remember.
Oh, it goes back to humanity meets the Superman.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's right after during the battle with General Zod.
Yeah. I just that's where you
start
noticing the uncomfortable pacing of the movie, where just
But at that point it kind of works. Yeah, at that point you're still oh, that's interesting. That weird thing was. It had me worried for a second, because I don't think there's anyone who didn't think that was fucking stupid until they said it was a dream. But then you're like, okay. And then that scene starts. That scene's really fucking cool.
It's actually, I really did enjoy that scene because it shows you that there is panic and there's a lot of destruction going. Yeah. So that makes sense why Bruce Wayne's going through that.
Yeah, because it sets up the fact of why Batman is trying to fight Superman.
It's the saddest thing that this movie has my favorite Batman moment ever. And it's the idea of Bruce Wayne, as Bruce Wayne, running into a falling building. That is amazing. That is Batman. That is Batman. The idea, I don't have a suit, I don't have superpowers, that building's falling, my people are there, I'm gonna run into it, I don't give a shit. That's Batman.
It is.
Why is that in this movie?
It is the quintessential thing of like
that is Batman. That is
not just Batman, but it brings home the point of like
that's a hero.
I have no power.
Yeah, that's a hero. That's a hero.
And then he sees someone that has the power doing that, causing that destruction.
Yeah, that scene just worked so much. And here's the thing, because
And then you see Autobots.
this is the best part of the movie. Those first 10 minutes, because this is a movie where you're like, oh, it's gonna be about, like you said, man versus the collateral damage of God, and the movie's gonna be about Metropolis. And then it goes to Africa.
Psych!
And then it goes to
Oh my god, yeah.
I was like, this is a weird scene.
It really pushed the boundaries.
One of the biggest things I've said about the movie is that there's a really cool Superman movie in there, and there's really good themes involved.
Yeah.
No, like if you really just take out all the Justice League crap, take out a good chunk of like really the Batman crap, but leave in the Bruce Wayne stuff, and leave in the things he touches on, and then just talk about what Jesse Eisenberg kind of thinks is the idea of like Superman, what everyone's kind of thinking about Superman and how they reference him as a god and how they interact with him. It's a really cool Superman movie in there, but there's so much crap around.
Oh yeah, like, no, that's something else. I didn't want it because this goes in the good pile. There's so many good ideas in this movie, but it's kind of like saying, like, if you just say philosophical things, that automatically makes your thing good. Like,
yeah,
the ideas are great, but oh god, they fuck it up. Like, they fuck it up so bad. It's like watching The Matrix Reloaded, where it's like, these are good ideas. This is a bad movie.
It looks like when they were switching from scene to scene, it looked like one of the guys that were just in that boardroom grabs it and just throws it on the wall, and like that's the next, that's the next scene. All right, guys.
It was that weird time travel thing. It's not time travel, but it's like time jump.
It's Metropolis 18 months ago, and then future. We're in Africa, guys.
But then it's like the scenes that showed up next, especially the dream sequences or the remembrance sequences. They seem to already be halfway in the middle of them when it jumps to it.
That's the thing. It feels like every scene in this movie, it's like we had a beginning and an ending for these scenes. We're just going to show you the middle of them.
Yeah,
just happening, just in the middle of these scenes.
Like, that's what I told Cornell right when we finished the movie. I told him my exact analogy was, it's like when you're jerking off, and you're having a really good one, and then midway through you get cut off, and then you're like, I was having a really good time, and then I got stopped. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna stop here, and then you're like, well, you know what? I got some time. Let's do it again, and then you get a really good one going, and then something else happens, and you're like, could we just fucking not do this?
Can we stay in a line? Can we keep a line here? Can we have a set piece?
Eisenberg?
Can we just stay somewhere? Can we just linger at a
Oh
moment?
yeah, we have it out of nowhere. And like the reason we were jumping is because the movie didn't give a shit either, and it was just jumping all over the place. But it's like, okay, so you have this weird fucking scene in Africa where it's like Superman just fucking kills some dude. He pulls up the 3 fucking walls, and just kills some dude. Like,
I got you, Lois. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so one of the biggest things that I thought about that whole scene was like, everyone's talking about all this destruction and stuff like that. I'm like, how much possible destruction could he have made? He broke down the one building in the town.
It's worse than that. Like, the dude, the guy, he killed one dude through 3 concrete walls, and they're blaming him for the people that were shot. They're blaming him for the people that were shot.
Because like, Superman is a sure shot.
Oh, yeah.
He never missed.
These people died of gunfire because of you. How the fuck do you think that happened? How is it in your mind?
No, it would probably be his fault because the bullets are flying.
It's like, you see me fly.
They bounced. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
The ricochet.
Yeah. Come on now. He stopped the bullet.
By the way, before we leave that scene, Jimmy Olsen died in that scene.
Oh yeah, I saw that and posted that up that was supposed to be Jimmy Olsen. I'm like, oh, well, that didn't matter at all.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like, if you told me these things inside the movie, like,
that would
how movies work. Like,
instead of, hey, there's Batman with a fucking like trench coat fighting all these other guys that have Superman logos on the shirts.
That's something I do want to talk about.
And then we'll never explain that ever again. And then the Flash is gonna come out.
Wait, You're jumping way too much.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're okay.
I spent $20.
So we see these scenes just going the thing about the bullet and every shit, but like, and then suddenly Eisenberg pops up. He pops up. There's no like.
He's playing basketball in the rec center.
And then he's the fucking Riddler in Batman Forever.
That's exactly what I thought. He played a great Riddler.
Okay, so
Josh just said that too. He was like, this guy would play a great Riddler.
Here's the thing I want to talk about though. As far as Jesse Eisenberg and like, for me, he's my favorite part of the movie. To be honest with you, but he's not a good Lex Luthor. No. I will definitely give you that. But is he a good villain and is he a good character? I think in this context he is. And to me, he
No.
was entertaining.
No, he's not.
No, it's not.
No, he's not, because it is, like, again,
This is all
his
about
ideas,
Fuck you, Steve.
his motivations are interesting. What he actually does in the movie
Nothing.
is stupid as shit.
Nothing.
It's fucking stupid. Like,
It's-
once we get to the ending of what he was expecting to happen, I don't know what the fuck he was expecting to happen. But his ideas are interesting. He's like, well, there's God, and I have a thing with paradoxes, and I'm crazy, and whatever the fuck.
And
That's
I stutter.
interesting.
And
Okay, I'll give you that. Where at the end of the movie, just kind of shits on it, but I mean, my dad beat me, so that was.
Like, this
Oh,
is
that's your motivation.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of shits on everything.
No,
but-
what was his plan? Like, what was his plan? He's like, my
He
plan
was-
is I'm going to make you kill Batman.
he was trying to elevate.
Was that his
people.
plan? What was his plan to make him kill
No,
Batman?
no, no. His plan was for Batman to kill Superman.
No, his plan
No,
was,
it was-
it was for him to kill Batman.
Batman.
No, it was for Batman to kill Superman. He wanted Superman dead the whole time.
Yeah, he wanted Batman to gather all the kryptonite. He was actively pissing off Batman, like those letters and the checks and stuff like that.
Yeah, remember
was to
he
piss
fought
off
the
Batman.
But no,
Because he know he couldn't.
Well, no, he was
knows
doing
couldn't
it
kill
for-
himself.
Man, he could.
No, because Doomsday didn't listen.
Yeah, wasn't he trying to piss off both?
No,
He,
was.
he did.
He did.
Shit on both of them. He was like, I have your mama.
Okay, wait. You know
That's
the
all.
important part of this one right there? If we can't figure this out between us all, who can? I
I
mean,
did. That's what exactly what I knew what was going on.
no. I'm saying, okay, so you think that it's to piss off? You said Batman, right? Or Superman?
Yeah.
I
because-
feel like it's to piss off Batman too.
well,
Or to
it-
kill Superman.
his whole thing was always about like you are a greater being than me, and it's really cool to think about it as a philosophical.
Oh, yeah,
kind of
the
dilemma.
idea is amazing.
But-
He knows.
To be like, oh, I'm only really after you because my
Nothing.
father beat me, and therefore any other being more powerful than myself, I want to actively go against. Then it's like, oh, but it's just because you're abused orphan.
Because here's the thing: if you try to explain it, it
Oh, you're
obviously becomes
pathetic.
better. The movie doesn't do this, but like if you try to explain it as like, well, apparently he wanted someone to kill God.
Yes,
Why not him?
because
Because he
was-
can take out
has
man.
the kryptonite.
No. Because he.
Can't he make a machine gun out of the kryptonite bullet? Like why?
Were
Why?
the bullets that were shooting Superman? I heard someone saying that they
No.
were kryptonite. tipped.
Yeah, the not the bullets.
No.
Okay, because that's what
Shots
somewhere,
were-
I heard that somewhere in like a review. I'm like, I don't remember because that would have fucked him up.
Okay, this is Lex Luthor's plan from beginning to end. It's
At least
I
for-
want kryptonite. Once I got kryptonite, I'm fucking with Batman on the side because this is gonna happen later. But now my plan is to make the kryptonite come to me, so Batman can steal it from me. So then Batman can fight and kill Superman and profit. Like,
Step 3, profit.
I did it. I made Batman kill the Superman, and I have Batman left over.
This is exactly what I brought up the other day with you guys when it came to the Jason Eisenberg thing. I was like, the only reason why I did not like him is because, one, he did not he was not coherent the whole time.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
think about it. If you think about it, he was not coherent at all.
I think he had clear motivation throughout the movie.
At the beginning,
no, but
he
his
didn't.
motivation is I'm
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes, that was the motivation, and that was the
That's
thing I was
pretty
getting
weak.
at.
Yeah, that's
that's what I was
pretty weak.
getting at too. He's supposed to be smart, but the thing is, he acted like a smart ass the whole time. But nothing intelligent
Nothing
came out
he
of it.
did was
Nothing
very-
intelligent came out
He
of
had
it.
a cool idea,
Yeah,
but it wasn't like, oh, the smartest idea ever.
there's an idea, but it seemed like he just pasted together a few things that might work. This is all just theoretical, and for some reason, it actually did happen. So he technically
Except for
didn't
his
really.
side thing. That didn't work out how he wanted to.
Yeah. He technically didn't want. He actually technically didn't know if it was going to happen or not. And then that's when it actually, towards the end, that's when it actually falls through.
I didn't like him as Lex Luthor. I like a
I
smooth,
did not
suave Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
intelligent, who
He just
almost
speaks
became
well.
president.
John, what did you say? What did you say this Lex Luthor was?
His Lex Luthor was a combination of Mark Zuckerberg and Justin Timberlake's character in The Social Network.
I can see that.
Yes or no?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
So that's why it's like the beginning when you first see him playing basketball. It's like, holy shit, he really made Facebook into something. He's just playing basketball. Like that's what I was telling. Was like, I don't like Lex Luthor because he looks so unprofessional as compared to how he looks in the cartoons and the comics and everything. He's very
He's
business
a
savvy.
minimal millennial Lex Luthor.
Yeah, it's like, woe is me.
Yuppie
Wage up. Like,
And it's funny too because going into the movie, I only saw him as Lex Luthor, but when I was watching the movie the whole time, I was like, it can't be Lex Luthor. He has to be the
Zuckerberg.
Son. He has to be the Son. Because it makes sense if it was the Son. If it was the actual Lex Luthor, I would have actually walked out.
But here's the
already
thing,
halfway
though.
through.
Here's the thing, because they do say, like, oh, it's Alexander Luthor. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Luthor.
Yeah.
But then
But they always say
this
Lex.
is worse, because now we have a Lex Luthor that didn't even see Superman.
Mm-hmm. He only saw a Clark Kent and not a Superman.
No, this Lex Luthor was dead.
Oh, that's right.
By
He
this
died.
time,
Yeah,
he
that's
died
right.
like 20 years ago or
Yeah.
something like that. So it is Lex Luthor.
That's true. Yeah.
It's just Lex Luthor.
That was like I said. Like I said, he in a movie where a lot of the characters don't get as much depth and don't get as much attention, with the exception of Batman. Because I'm full-heartedly agree with you. Like I like Bruce Wayne, man. I like
Yeah.
Yes.
Ben Affleck has a very pissed off Bruce Wayne. And a very dark Bruce Wayne. You know, we talk about the Christopher Nolan movies as like these very dark and brooding movies, but Christian Bale never gave you as broody of a Bruce Wayne as Ben Affleck did, as kind of a smarmy character. He really
I just don't think that in those two universes they were the same Bruce Wayne.
No, because
he had no motive to be that broody.
in this universe, Bruce Wayne is an idiot and not a detective. That's the problem. He's a really good Bruce Wayne.
He's got a good Alfred.
Because he's like, he didn't find anything out.
He didn't, and
he really did.
Yeah, he didn't find anything out. Like, apparently, he just decided there's
kind of fell into
kryptonite.
everything.
Yeah, he's just like, I gotta get hit kryptonite. He never found out that Lex Luthor was fucking with him.
Mm-hmm.
He never thought that somebody might be fucking with him. Like,
He hacked Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but it was
no. But then he was outwitted
stolen.
by freaking Wonder Woman.
And then
Well,
Lex Corp has amazing low design.
this is the world's worst detective.
Yeah.
Like, he's a brawler. Like, he's a brawler and
And a murderer.
and a serial killer. Yeah, like all these things, but he's not a detective.
Honestly, though, the LexCorp graphic design department.
Oh
is
yeah!
amazing.
Oh yeah! No,
Man,
it's so nice that they have logos for each of their documents that kind of look like movie logos.
And the fact that they
shit.
already knew that there was others and who specifically they were too.
Yeah, it's like, we're gonna call her WW for what? I'm not sure.
What's your name?
We got a lightning bolt.
Well,
Really
You know what I
Maybe
love
that'll
about,
work.
you know what I love about that scene with the folders is apparently Wonder Woman's photo requires like music
Epic music.
to remind you that there's nothing happening
It's
right
just a
now.
fucking guitar
No,
solo.
what was the other scene that also has music to wake you up? It's that scene where fucking Ben Affleck is looking at his suit. He's like,
Oh, hey, and like
and
nothing
then he looks at
happens.
Robin's suit, and it's like, and then he
It
just
up
goes
the
to his
stairs.
car,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, thank you for making that moody for me. Like,
It goes back to us saying that there's a bunch of unnecessary scenes or scenes that were brought up in the middle. It's like, so why was he looking at the suit after this?
car.
like, is he retired? He's not retired.
He's like, I was just wearing this like a second
You know
ago.
what it really looks like? It looks like he's really angry at Alfred for not letting him wear the suit. Because it's like, well, you know, Batman didn't get answers. Bruce Wayne got more answers than Batman. And he's like, and he looks at the suit and he's like, you're right, Alfred.
Master Wayne, no.
Master, wait, you're wrong. Let me just get onto the drone. Let me do the work, Mr. Wayne.
I'm gonna push
Master
away.
Wayne.
I'm gonna push away from Batman right now and
Master
go
Wayne.
to the Superman part of it or the Clark Kent part of it.
What
I
was
did
like
not like Clark Kent's mood throughout the entire movie because if you notice,
He was a cunt.
well, no, not the fact he was a submissive cunt the whole entire time.
No, you know what he was? He was a selfish.
Yeah, dude. We're
Yes.
talking about.
Not only that-
I do the right thing.
Not only that, the entire time when he was actually being a reporter and how the head editor pretty much said, like, no, I want you to do this. And he's like, okay, he was submissive the whole
He
time.
was doing
He didn't want to lose
TNT
his
work,
job.
son. He was doing TNT
His job
work.
that apparently he got
Yeah.
for a favor because he didn't go to college and shit.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't remember Man of Steel going to college. Like,
He was in a fishing boat.
Remember, Manny, they jumped in the middle.
oh, man.
It was just, I don't know. Superman, or not Superman, Clark Kent's character was just kind of, like you were saying,
Stupid.
very much had his head up his ass where he didn't feel like he ever did anything wrong. And I hate those, when he was talking to Lois when she's in the bathtub, and he's like, what I did right?
You know what Superman's arc is in this
fucking-
movie? This is Superman's arc in this movie. He's like, well, I'm saving the world because my daddy said so. But I find it kind of like nobody likes me. So then everybody keeps saying, like, your world, this is my world, this is my world. Eventually he finds out that he's like, oh, I'm going to be Superman because I like Lois Lane.
Yep.
That's why I'm going to be Superman.
And
Because I like Lois
you know
Lane.
what the funny part is? Lois Lane was the better detective in this entire movie.
Yeah, but
Well, she
dumb
didn't
as
figure shit
too.
out.
We also know what the
Wait,
She figured out there was some sort of conspiracy.
Yeah.
There was a
Okay,
conspiracy.
she found out a
And then
conspiracy.
and then
That's not.
Dick-
I found out there was a
Dick
9/11
went to do shit
conspiracy.
with
Doesn't
that.
mean it's true.
There was, and then the fact is nothing happened
That's
because
what
when she found out.
So then they call it
Shit
the
out.
shaggiest shaggy dog story that's ever
Yes.
been in a movie. It's just like, and then, and then, and then, and then, and nothing happened.
I like how at the end of the movie it's like Jesse Eisenberg, like they're at the top of the tower with Jesse Eisenberg, and they're like, yeah, so. It's like everything you did in the movie. Oh, you made these bullets, you did all this stuff, you wanted me to get there. Like,
Okay.
get off the building.
No, that's Superman. Swoops under.
It's like even
One-
when,
He didn't break his
like-
spine. They made it so that he goes
No,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You see, he gently went there. He didn't break his spine.
Yeah, because then
There's no Spider-Man.
Because then Neil deGrasse Tyson.
There's two
was-
sides.
Oh,
There's two sides to this movie. There's two
Gwen
halves.
thing.
There's two
Oh,
halves.
God.
The first half is the one that's trying to be like a philosophical movie that is failing because of its pacing. It's just because of its pacing. It's
Don't get me wrong,
just-
that would have been a cool movie.
That would have been a
though,
great
wouldn't
movie if it had good pacing. The second half is
Garbage.
I just wanted to bring up
Garbage.
how disappointing the Batman v Superman part was.
oh yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'm gonna be here. Oh, let me just take a step back. Hey, you fell in my trap. Oh, fuck. Hold on, wait, hold on. I got another one. You fell in my trap. Oh, fuck.
And this is the thing.
Come to the building.
This goes back to fucking Lex Luthor's plan. Okay, I know it's not like Lex's real plan. You can see the movie making behind it. You can see the writing being wrong behind it. It's not the Luthor's fault. So his plan was, I'm going to kidnap Mom Kent
Martha.
before. Oh yeah, Martha Kent.
Martha.
That's significant.
Before I know that apparently today Batman has decided that he's going to fight Superman. How has he decided this? He turned on the back signal. Okay. Well, you do that when you want Batman to come. So, why was tonight special? Like, why?
Because of the thunderstorm over Gotham City, that's why.
No, because it was.
So why,
Also,
what was Batman's plan too? He was like, I'm going to turn on the bat signal and I'm going to wait here like an idiot hoping that Superman
No,
comes.
because
But
Superman told him not
Superman's
to.
been missing.
No, Superman told him, don't turn on the bat signal ever again.
But Superman is in fucking Alaska or somewhere. I don't know where the fuck he is.
No, he
Severe.
was like in the Alps.
It was Superman. He
Yeah.
Well,
has
he was-
excuses. Stupid.
He was going to the
Except
fortress
his
of
mom, he
solitude.
can't find out where his mom is. He can't hear that. He can't do shit. Like it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
he
hear
can
Lois
hear Lois
Lois
Lane
falling.
falling, but he can't hear his mom crying.
Are you freaking?
His mom doesn't
Oh
put
my
out.
God. Are you?
Are
you freaking?
No, this gets
There's-
worse. You want to get worse?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
gets
yeah.
worse. No, this gets so much worse. Okay, so he can hear Lois Lane falling, can't hear his mom crying, can't find out where she is. But here's the thing. He tells them like, you have 30 minutes. No, you have an hour, but now you have less. That was a cool line. You have less. So what does Superman do with his time? He takes two scenes, two complete scenes of Wonder Woman doing I don't know what the fuck she's doing, to go down to the lobby
plane.
and talk to Lois Lane on a taxi. So he goes like,
I gotta kill this motherfucker.
Lois, I'm gonna go kill someone. Okay, Superman. Slower than it took you to save Lois Lane falling from a fucking building. So he gets to Superman to Batman. He goes like, Batman, I need your help, and I'm not gonna tell you why.
Like,
I'm going to fight you
But
for
we're
10
gonna
minutes,
fight.
and I'm not gonna try to tell you why. My mom is dying, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Fuck you.
And then once the scene happens, because I want to like not go over that so fast, it's like, hey, Batman, go save my mom because you're obviously super speed and all powerful. You know what I mean? It's like, and you were trying to kill me 2
No,
minutes
he has a
ago,
grappling hook.
but I trust you with my mom. The fuck? Why didn't he just go save his mom? And then when Batman gets to the fucking place where his mom is,
Fine, wait.
why don't they just
What-
burn her? It's like, Batman's here, well, time's up, well, fuck this. It's like, why are you like that? They're like, oh shit, Batman's here, should we burn her? No, wait.
No.
Like,
Wait.
Superman,
Let's
don't
just
piss off
wait.
Superman.
the timer
Wait for the
says.
suspense.
Oh,
The timer says
The
I
boss
can't
clearly
burn her.
said 5 minutes from now.
Yeah.
He's the bat.
God damn it.
And this is the worst part of
God
that.
damn
So
it.
when Batman stops kicking Superman's ass, the reason why Batman goes to save the mom is because it would be really dangerous to have Superman go off and save his mom while that other world-ending thing was happening. You guys remember when that was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the thing that was going to happen?
Down the street from his mom's house. Where
So
she's-
what was what was Superman going to do?
It was the CIA.
He needed to go talk to Lex Luthor.
There's a video.
Like, Batman, go save my mom. You go talk to Lex.
I'm on that. I'm on that.
Yeah, fuck
That's the all important thing that he had to do, and it took him 10 minutes to get there.
Her death will be on my
Because he got there right at this time where the timer ended. So it's like,
and that's where you hear a stupid line like, "Oh, let's hear the barbecue." And it's like, "Oh, what?"
and then Superman. I think in Superman's head, he's thinking this. Like, Lex Luthor goes like, "Oh,
Maybe.
I wonder if it's broken." I don't know what he fucking says, and then fucking Batman says, "I'd rather be doing the breaking here." And Superman's thinking, "Yeah, that was worth it. Sending a complete stranger to save my
Well,
mom."
no,
It's totally worth
the
it.
reason why Superman got there as time ran out was because he started walking.
I was like, Batman's on it. Might as well take a stroll.
He might destroy buildings, but he's not going to jaywalk.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say, like I think I said earlier, but that fight scene with Batman saving Martha was the best fight scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
no, it
was
was. It was hands down.
Dude,
the best scene.
that
That was almost on Daredevil level.
No,
Yeah.
it was Arkham Asylum.
It was very
Yeah.
much an argument. Like they were like, oh,
You
this
can
feels like a
see-
video
you
game.
can
I
see, like,
could have done without the
shit.
stabbing in the heart and the shooting the grappling hook through somebody's body and shit.
I'm okay.
Yeah, it was really fucking.
Hey, it was angry Batman. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's the thing. Batman is psychotic in this.
Yeah,
He's psychotic.
he's been through some stuff.
He's been through some shit. He apparently really trips out when he hears the name Martha.
Vietnam.
Like,
Oh, what?
Superman.
Oh, it's like we have a Martha. What did you say? It's like yeah.
Why did you say
There's
this?
only one Martha. It's my mom, and she's dead.
What about Martha Stewart? Don't you dare!
She's in prison.
Why are you saying that name? That's the stupidest.
That was the dumbest.
The,
Yeah.
the dumbest
No.
line is no Martha won't die tonight.
Martha won't die.
I
Who
promise.
wrote that?
Zack Snyder.
But I think that Lois Lane managed to get the. Hey, just no, it's his mom. It's his mom because he can't explain it himself. Martha, my face hurts. I can't get the words out. But you say Martha because the story requires it.
So one of the things that I kept saying about, especially specifically
Write it
that
out,
scene,
notepad.
and when we talk about great ideas in the movie and great ideas that don't get utilized, it's like, especially Martha, and it's like, okay, because right before he tells Batman about Martha, he says what your parents taught you as opposed to what my parents taught me. So there's this clear idea of like we have a difference in ideology from birth, almost.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we get to the whole Martha thing, and I'm like, it would have been a much better scene had he been like, had they been talking about their parents and been like, hey, my parents, or my only living parent who I cherish and who I love, is about to die right now. Instead of making it Martha, and yeah, don't get me wrong, there's a connection, obviously Martha, but instead of making it that, make it more universal, make it so like even the audience can relate to a character at least for a brief second and be like, okay, the idea of a parent dying is brutal. The idea of Martha dying, I don't know who fuck who Martha is. I don't know who
It's
she
just
is.
dumb.
She's a great actress, don't get
It
me
was
wrong,
irrelevant.
but I don't care.
It's dumb because you can see that someone in the writers' room was like, "Hey guys, have you ever noticed that Batman's mom and Superman's mom
Oh my
the same
God.
fucking name, and no one has done anything about it?
Oh no.
We're gonna do it."
And as soon as the screening was, oh, that's why no one did anything. Because it was
It
the
makes no
fucking
sense.
lie.
Yeah.
And then when Lois Lane threw the spear inside the fucking water, and then
Oh, for fuck's
Then
wow.
Aquaman came.
And-
Then she's
Oh
like,
yeah, I thought
She
Aquaman
was
was
like-
gonna come out.
she
and
was
fucking,
like-
yeah.
I gotta go get it.
But
But she didn't know.
What was
that
her
she-
logic?
She's
It's
like,
this thing that
God,
can
it seems
kill
like we
my
want some money.
boyfriend,
Like,
I have to
God
throw it
damn it.
away.
where anyone can find it when they're
like
draining.
it, okay, like, it made sense that she threw it away. Like, okay, it's hurting Superman. Like he
It
can't.
didn't
Yeah,
make
really?
sense.
Well, no,
It didn't.
because it's hurting him. That's what she cares about is Superman. It made sense. What was stupid is that she even did that to begin with. That she threw it in there. Like, fuck it, it's out of here. Like,
It's not like
it's not gonna hurt him anymore.
Like, this would be better if we
Ever.
like, threw it into space, not into like
Yeah,
a
but-
fucking
Or well.
Yeah, well, or whatever the fuck.
Well,
that
I mean,
was.
seeing as how Superman was able to drive it into Doomsday instead of not
Yeah,
falling.
How does that work
Thank
too?
you for bringing that
How
up.
does that work too? So Superman goes and apparently can hear Lois Lane again and can save her, but he can't get the sphere without drowning. Like he can't even float holding that thing. Lois Lane has to take him out, but then he can fly, and then he can fight with it.
Barely,
Yeah.
but he can do it. Like he can.
But he couldn't swim a second ago.
Huh?
But he couldn't swim like a second ago.
No,
Yeah, he couldn't swim, and also I don't know, man. Wonder Woman just cut off that fucking thing's hand.
No,
Why don't
I
you
was
just give the
like
sphere to the sphere? to-
Wonder Woman
Yeah.
was the best thing about that fight scene.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was a badass, and
Yeah.
you know what? If they were talking about strong, independent women, she kicked ass in that
Don't need no
whole
man.
scene. And look,
don't
not
need no
only
man.
block the shot, hit the laser for Batman who just had in the background with their fucking wrist. but jumped in right afterwards like, I don't care.
And then
Like,
smiled and shit.
all right, what's that? Not actually like, this is
That's
fun.
what I liked most about Wonder Woman.
She
When
portrayed
it
it
felt
great.
like a Wonder Woman because it's like I'm a warrior in essence, and I'm in my element when
She
I'm
is
fighting.
Xena.
So to have her smile and to see her having a
Oh, that
good
was
time
great.
while battling something, it's like that's a great fucking.
Well,
character.
somebody
She was-
super
she was
untrained
one
like
of the-
Superman.
She was one of the best things of the movie, definitely.
Oh, like
And
Superman's
this is-
flying left and right and getting hit this way, and then she's just like, okay.
And here's the
I'm
funny
fine.
part. This is where I remember we were having a discussion about that, and I remember you brought it up. I was like, why doesn't he just learn a fighting style? I was like, because
Okay.
you realize. Oh, you brought it up.
Yeah, like
you
Superman-
realize if he's fighting normal humans, if he's trying to do a kung fu move, it just hits him. He's gonna fly like a million miles away.
Krav Maga.
It doesn't make sense if he.
No, but I mean, not a fighting style,
He
but
doesn't
just.
know that fighting style because he never needed to.
No, that's right. I'm saying
Yeah.
if Superman were to learn how to fight, like to box, Superman.
But he doesn't need to. It's like a
I know,
rich
I know.
person getting a
But
job.
what I was telling him, my counter argument was.
Why would a rich person get a job?
No,
It's
my
like-
counter argument was that everyone in Superman's world is as strong as Superman. So it's not like he can just punch everybody, to the fucking high noons. He's got people that are literally equivalent to him. So
He
if
doesn't know that. He thinks he's God.
He doesn't.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but I'm saying
Yeah.
if they could always write him in getting his ass beat by somebody that's stronger than they could write in him learning how to fucking dodge a punch and punch it, not just be like,
You should have stolen. You should
As long
have
as they
stolen
have
Sal's
mixed
body and
block,
used it as a punching bag because that's
Yeah.
the
You
only
know,
thing.
don't get me wrong, that'd be cool, but I think Superman not being able to do any of that sort of brings in the point of Superman a bit more. It's like there's no necessity for him to do that. Him not knowing, him being ignorant of like having to defend himself essentially, he should be that way because to an extent he should feel like an
no, I'm not saying in a writer's standpoint,
He's not.
as if I was Superman,
Oh,
I would learn how to be able to not only take a hit, but dodge a hit, because I want to get hit.
It's
this.
like, what if there's another
No,
Zod?
but that's
out
the
there?
thing. That's faulty logic because if you were Superman, you would have hero privilege, and you wouldn't know these things. You wouldn't know that you need to learn things. You don't know that you need to punch things. It's like you just do this. And
You just
shit
kill
happens.
thousands of people while
Yeah.
saving the world.
You don't know.
Kill thousands, save a billion.
Yeah.
Come on. And not only that, this movie had one of the things that I hated the most for it being trying to be a serious movie: unnecessary humor.
God, that humor was out of nowhere.
Why did you
I thought she was
put?
with you. I thought she was with you.
Not even that one is when also when
I was okay with that
he
one.
has that
It
first.
didn't, it didn't fit.
Well,
No,
no,
but when
Jesse
Jesse Eisenberg had his first interaction with both Bruce Wayne together with actual Clark Kent, and he's like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "Hey, I'm just glad I can bring two people closer together." And then he shakes
look
him,
at
and he shakes Clark Kent. I was like, "Ooh, man, you're pretty strong there." And I was like,
You don't wanna
that,
get-
was- that is unnecessary.
You don't want to get in a fight with him.
That is unnecessary.
This is fucking Lex Luthor straight up had daddy issues in this movie.
Yes.
Yes!
Like he had issues to the
Had
point where he liked to feed fucking
more.
Jolly Ranchers to old men in the
That was stupid
You know,
as
that
well.
didn't become as apparent till way later, where it was like, well, that's the reason he fed that guy.
And then when they have Sod's body, he's like, "Oh, Sod," he's touching
Sod.
his face, and I'm like, I don't. Is this homophobic or not? Like, I'm not really sure. Like,
I can imagine, like, off the camera when he was feeding him the Jolly Ranchers, like, making kissy faces at him. Like,
And then the grandma's peach tea.
Oh,
that was actually a good thing.
That was cool. I like
That
that.
was cool.
He was like,
I
That
like
was the only serious thing in the movie. That
Oh,
was like,
shit, dude.
that. No,
Yes.
that part I liked.
That scene when they go into Lex Luthor's mansion and they're in that room and there's that painting and there's that music and the way all of that combined, to
Yeah,
me that was
that
like,
was a
right?
great
If
scene.
it was a different Lex Luthor.
They
Yes.
save.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's,
I'll give you
it's
that.
just you can't get over the fact that he's like
I always felt
you can't get over.
I
that.
always
You
felt
can't-
that painting should be the other way around.
Whatever
like,
the fuck
Broadway
you do,
Luther.
But
That's
no.
it.
What I did like though, in the end, he did turn it the other way around.
Yep.
that's,
Oh,
yeah. The other way.
that's his superhero power. He can turn shit around.
Decor.
So
You
you're
see, if you
saying
turn the movie upside down.
Let's
so you're saying he should be
move there.
he should be a better he's a better interior designer.
Yes, that's his
Then he is
superpower.
supervillain.
Exactly.
Yes,
Oh, he did wear a nice suit,
he
but
did.
he couldn't do public speaking for too long.
Bright colored blue
It-
suit.
He was look.
thing
Look,
It's the most flattering.
we all know it. We all
Flamboyant.
know it. He's a gay villain.
He probably
He's a
is.
gay villain. They just made another gay villain. That's all it was.
And,
It's like,
and let's face it, I liked it. I thought it was cool. I didn't like Lex Luthor. I'll always say, like, he's not a cool Lex Luthor. He was a cool character in a movie where there weren't that many. To be honest with you.
Well, and honestly, there weren't that many
That
characters.
were
in the
yeah,
movie.
exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
And Doomsday wasn't that great
I mean, it was
It was a good
the
effect.
creation.
Doomsday was
The creation of Doomsday was
like
It looked stupid.
mildly
It was a good
angry Hulk.
effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you because you're
It's-
krypton.
It's like the Abomination meets like those fucking plush toys from that PS3 game. What's it called again?
Why does she always lame?
Little Big
You
Planet?
know that she
Yeah.
needs the last to defeat.
It's like Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
Bad boys.
She doesn't know what it is. She doesn't know who it is.
she wants another
She
truth.
has no idea that General Zod's DNA is in fucking.
She has no fucking clue.
Doomsday.
She just went like. So basically, what happened in that scene was like, oh, that's a bad idea. That's all that happened. She had no motivation to go back for it either. It's like,
While Batman stood in the background like this. I'll be there in a bit. What was it? You're saying like Batman? The whole fight scene was like, oh fuck.
yeah, no, like it's so ridiculous because you have that shot where they're all three together. It's like, oh shit, all three are together, and right after that, this thing just throws lightning. He's like, oh what? And he just hides inside something. Like after that shot, he's like, fuck it. And that was him that whole fight. He's like, fuck it. Oh shit. Oh,
God.
There was
Shot
that
now.
one. That was that one good thing where he's actually
YouTube.
flying and dodging, and then of course he shoots the freaking
Yeah,
grenade. But
there
that's
wasn't
it.
enough.
No,
Of
not
that
only
was
that.
it. That was
He
it.
throws the grenade, but he doesn't know Superman's coming with the lens.
Yeah, you just,
He did it. He just shot that thing.
I got him.
He is-
Fuck it.
Screw it. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what
I
happens.
got it. Like I just.
At least you know that they explained the voice modulation.
yeah. I thought
Oh,
that
that
was
was cool.
one of the coolest things in there. It was like, oh, he literally scrambles his voice. That's cool.
And you know what else though? As stupid as that whole Martha thing is, when Ben Affleck screams, it doesn't sound stupid either. And when he does the it doesn't sound dumb either. Yeah. Ben Affleck did a good job.
He did a great job. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for you, babe.
Let's clap.
You were the best thing in this movie.
You were the best thing in the movie.
Your Batman was scary,
You were
and
the
that's
real-
what I like.
you were the
Your
real champ
Batman
in that movie.
was huge, brooding, and scary, and a murderer.
And it was
Like the
cool.
whole part with the whole introduction of the Batmobile, and he's just dragging the car around, slamming it through,
Yeah.
brutally
How about-
running people over.
We
We
Like,
started counting.
We counted
We started
15
counting bodies. Yeah, 15 people in
15.
the movie.
Hmm? Just that scene, it was 15 people.
Not counting the dream sequence.
Yeah, during
Okay. Let's go back to the dream
Yeah.
sequence and let's talk a little bit about
It was pointless.
No, not
Nah,
necessarily.
no,
And let's talk about the Flash, and I feel like all these things are linked together. The Flash and what he tells Batman, that dream sequence in particular, the idea of God and him being an omnipotent power, and the idea of how much Superman is willing to do for Lois Lane. Now, all those concepts seem to be
They're good
combined.
ideas. All of these things are good ideas.
Yeah.
Well, they seem to be all foreshadowing of what could possibly be the next step in this story.
the most important thing being when Flash popped up in that dream, or after he had the dream. The dream he had was
What,
the
they're
dream
not
where he's
dreams,
in the
No.
dirt and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That happened right before the Flash one, right?
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah,
woke
yes,
up and
it
it was
did.
like, boom, Flash. Well, Flash came and was like, Lois is the key. Lois is the key.
And then he's like, "Oh fuck! Was that too early? Oh shit! I'm sorry, Bruce. Fuck it."
Snooze.
Lois
Just
is.
I
Oh!
love it because it's so serious. Like, and Lois is the key. Oh, did that come too early? Oh shit!
But
Well,
that's
you were
very-
right.
That's very Flash, though, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a serious moment. Oh, did I fuck this? Oh, I fucked this.
Yeah, I
didn't I?
fucked this up.
You know, but it's cool too because it basically shows that something's gonna happen real bad with Superman, so someone had to go
Someone's
back in time to
saying,
stop
Fiction.
it.
yeah, someone's saying that they're gonna do Injustice.
Yes.
Injustice, that's what I was trying to
Yes,
remember the whole time.
that's the thing I brought up too, because that was one of my favorite parts in that movie, because that was the whole when Lois Lane dies. The way how Lois Lane dies is something different because that's when the Joker blows up freaking Metropolis.
But they even mentioned the dirty bomb coming into the town.
They do.
To me, that's like almost foreshadowing.
And if they do
Everything
bring up
else is
Injustice,
different.
it's actually a great story arc that they can do with that, because that's where you see Batman is part of the resistance to try to stop everything else.
And to an extent, I mean, that's when he's having that dream
Yeah,
of
that's
him
what
and
he's
death and
doing.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
and all that he's doing, it's like I feel that that's part of Injustice.
Yeah.
That's what they're getting at.
But here's the kicker, because this is where it kind of threw every idea out, because as soon as Flash came out, I noticed that Vision and freaking Flash has done this many times where he screws with the time paradox and it eliminates that as well.
Right.
So then something else happens, and I believe him doing that actually just eliminated Injustice from that.
It's a nice idea to think, because that is a good story.
Mhm.
This is a really
It's
good
just
I
a
story.
don't
great
think
story.
they'll
I
do
love
that,
it a
because
lot.
if they were gonna do that,
Let's
again,
face it.
They can't go so fast.
let's be a little meta here. They're trying to beat Marvel. They're trying to be
Marvel is doing Civil War now.
Yeah, and
it's
they're
gonna
doing,
pay out.
Did not work out.
They're putting framework for something else. If they're like, oh, we just had this and then we didn't use it, then it was just a stupid scene in a stupid movie. Which it is. But it is, because it's like, this didn't help your movie.
This guy plays the Flash.
I always...
You know what this is Iron Man 2.
I was watching, when I was watching the movie the whole entire time, my head raced like with a million questions, but there was one answer that...
Probably because of the poor storytelling.
Exactly. But there was one answer I had that made sense.
But what was the question?
The question was, what perspective are we seeing this in? And my perspective was, we're actually seeing this through the eyes of Superman. Then that's why we see Batman being all great. He's like, oh, he's pretty much evil. So he is the embodiment of evil. So everything's going on in his head.
Are you saying like the movie was shot in Superman's eyes?
No, yes, it was in his perspective.
The whole time with the whole dreams, I thought all the movie was in Alex Luthor.
Yeah.
That's how
It could have been.
That's what I tell myself at night.
I can see it as him. He was narrating the whole entire story.
On a scale of 1 to Snoop Dogg, how baked were you when you watched this movie? that is a very, very, very thrown out there into the wind.
It was.
I don't see it though.
I saw it that way. I really did.
You really think they'd be like, oh man, so this whole movie's gonna be
because everyone
Superman sees Batman.
Because everyone said he's doing that. Batman was doing justice. Every single time there was a scene with him, with a Superman talking about Batman, he's like, "Oh, he's doing bad, terrible things." So that's what we were seeing.
Well, maybe Christian, it's just.
No, I can see Christian's point though.
No, I get it too, but it's like, okay, so what about when Batman was looking at things? It's like, well, Superman's a bad guy, so you think Superman in his head's like, I'm a bad guy.
You know what? It's a lot of development for Superman's character in that he's like, look, morality is black and white. Like, that's what it is. It's either right or it's wrong. And Batman lives in a world where it's like, no, motherfucker, it's gray. Like, it's very fucking gray.
But not in this movie.
Not in this one.
In this movie, they're both murderers.
Yeah.
In this movie, they're like, what are they fighting about? Like, it's like, what you do is bad, or what you do is bad.
I want to stop you.
I don't understand. I never understood Superman's motivation throughout this whole movie. I didn't get it. Like, why are you active? Why do you give a shit? It's like there's so many worse things happening in this whole area. But you're here targeting Batman, even though Batman's essentially trying to do what you're trying to do. He's just kind of doing it in a different way. He's not killing anyone.
And he's not destroying buildings.
Well, no, Batman's killing a lot of people, and Superman is killing. Because here's the thing: once he kills that dude in Africa, he just fucking kills him. It's like.
Do they say that he killed him, or did he come back?
He is dead.
He's dead, dude.
Can you go through all those and survive?
In that speed, he was dead.
So basically, what happened to him is a train hit him so hard that he went through 3 walls. That motherfucker's dead.
Yes. If you can survive that, Steven, you are a freaking god among gods. You are Superman.
You'll be the next one.
Yeah.
And Steven Bueno as himself.
No, there's one of the things like, and this is gonna get to like when people talk about this movie when they're like. It's either a good movie or it's either a bad movie, and I'm like, you shouldn't think of this movie in those like really dichotomous terms. Just like there's gray areas, there's good things in the movie. I will never say it's a good movie, but I will never say it's a bad movie. I would say that it's much like Batman's morality. It's in that gray area. Well, it's got good bits.
You know what it is? No, this is the thing. It is a bad movie because who is it for? Like, who's this movie for? Because it's not for smart people. Because the second half is dumb as shit. It's dumb as shit. It's super dumb. It's super cheesy. It's super like I love you. It's super cheesy.
Very convoluted.
But the first part is very convoluted, and it has big ideas. So it's not for dumb people either. It's not for children because that first scene is Batman like with prostitutes and branding people and being a fucking monster. So
is a
what's the movie for?
For none of us to watch.
It has good things in it.
You know, one of the things that would be interesting to think is like, especially with,
it's badly done. It's badly done.
It's poorly edited.
I think for me, why I wouldn't ever call it a bad movie is because of the ideas that were in there, and because I'm hopeful for what it'll eventually bring forth. Now, if the second movie is as bad, I try not to use bad. Because if the second movie fails as miserably as this one did, then I'll be like, okay, then the first one and all they did to it and all they did with it, then it was a bad movie because it didn't accomplish anything that it tried to. Because this movie had a lot on its shoulders, and they're like, we gotta establish a franchise from like, we gotta step it up because Marvel's been doing this shit for years and they got it beat. Now let's try to insert as much as we can, and that's why the first part could have been a great movie if it wasn't convoluted, but it had to be because of what they were trying to do.
I want to know what's going to be in the half hour that's missing.
I think it should have been called
but even then,
Batman,
that second half is
Dawn of Justice.
Yes, Batman: Dawn of Justice, the Batman story.
Now one thing that pissed me off is the idea like Batman vs
No, it's a
Superman.
Superman movie, but it was.
It's like Batman vs Superman, and they fight, and in the movie, it's like they don't really have good reasons to fight. It's really stupid, and it's just like it's Batman being a shitty detective, being like fucking manipulated the whole time, and it's Superman. I don't really get Superman, but and then Superman just fighting him. I guess because his mom got kidnapped, but prior to that, it was just sort of like, you know, there's the reasons in the movie that are super weak. But here's the thing, like, in the comic books and from The Dark Knight Returns, there's so many great ideas in there that and it should have just been in the movie. Like, especially that whole line of, like, I want you to look in the face of the man who beat you. Like,
it should have been there.
It couldn't, to be honest with you.
No, it couldn't. Because, but you know what should have been? This movie should have been, it should have been just the Metropolis thing. Batman being Batman, Superman being Superman, and then them fighting at the end, and it being about a human being telling a god, hey,
fuck you.
Quit the
I
shit.
can kick your ass.
But that's the thing,
He doesn't even have to want to kill him. He's just like, I can kick your ass. You should know that.
Quit the shit.
That's all.
And it should almost be like Batman giving Superman the ultimate lesson of like, because there is that subject matter of like, you don't know bravery because only men are brave.
It should have been Batman kicking Superman's ass because he let so many people die. But the moment Superman is fucking a serial murderer himself, I don't even understand why he's mad at Superman.
There was that one scene.
Is the pot calling the kettle Superman?
There was that one scene that, like, as soon as that first grenade he shot at or he threw at Superman, where he said like this is actual fear because he pretty much turned into a human. That's when he pretty much. That's what I actually.
I've never felt this week
yeah,
before.
That's where we first actually finally see Superman actually being as just a person.
You know, and it goes back to that scene is this movie in a nutshell. That is a great idea. It's like that is fear. But because it's this movie, it happens after a scene where Batman throws a smoke grenade, and apparently Superman can't see through smoke.
It's just you know what sucks though is that it really is, and from the things you've been saying, it really is a thing of like there was a good movie at one point.
This is why this is the thing I need. Okay, this is I think what I need to make clear. And if people see this and they've seen the last podcast I was in, because a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, people don't like this. You know, I really liked Man of Steel. A lot of people don't like Man of Steel because it has ideas that they don't like. But Man of Steel is a good film. It's done well. It has ideas that are not popular, and I've said it's a bad Superman movie if you want to see Superman like that, but it's a good film. This is a bad film. This is a badly done film. This is a lazy film.
The plot was everywhere.
What I thought was funny is that this movie,
it's specific movie, it's lazy. It's just lazy.
This movie made me want to go back and actually watch Man of Steel because I've never seen it, and I can see why it made me want to
watch it. It's so vastly different.
It's way different. Because one is a cohesive narrative and story.
Exactly. There's something that you're looking forward to the entire time. This is just. Can I get to that fight scene, please? Oh,
the name carries the movie more than anything.
The senators talking? Okay.
Be honest.
Explosion? Oh, damn.
I saw everyone saw all the negative reviews before they saw the movie for all of us.
Oh, yes.
So, what made you more interested in seeing the movie? It's a Batman and Superman movie, and it's getting bad reviews. Why is it getting bad reviews? This movie made $180 million in the first weekend.
Yeah.
And it's a bad movie. It's going to make all that money. It's going to be a success. Because people are going for the name.
Box office.
But you know what else was a success?
Just think about everything that was in the theater.
Matrix Reloaded was a success too, and no one went to see Matrix Revolutions.
Yeah, it was.
But just to think about when you're in the theater or when you're in line and you saw the people wearing their Batman shirt or their Superman shirt. They picked the sides and people just wanted to be part of a team to make to see their person win. But even though in the end,
it's like the adult
nobody was going to lose.
It's like the adult.
And I want to make that point again. It's like I'm a guy that went into that movie really liking Man of Steel, thinking that they were going to continue the story put in there. And having heard the reviews that they were bad, and I'm thinking like, they were the same type of bad reviews as Man of Steel. It's like, the movie's too dark, and I'm like, oh, well, I like Man of Steel, and it was dark too. I didn't understand that what the critics also were saying was that it's fucking late. No one said it. Everyone's saying it's dark, and it's boring. No one's saying that it's lazy. No one's saying that it's a badly made film. No one's saying that. Like, they're just saying, it's boring, but they fight.
Eventually, for a minute.
It's lazy.
No.
It's like she's boring, but she gives it up every once in a
And
while.
that's why it's worse.
I'm telling you.
It's gonna be a
She
really
squeezed
good
out a
movie.
good blowjob.
I'm telling you, they grab a picture, they throw it on the wall. I was like, what's next? This is next. All right, this is next. All right, cool.
What part of the
There's a
story?
movie. There's our movie.
Gal
when you do
Gadot,
it,
Gal Gadot in art gallery? Cool, what's the next scene? She's on her computer.
I
How
could
the-
just.
So what the fuck was the point of the
Yeah, I
art
can
gallery? I don't
imagine
know what
the-
it-
the
You know what?
writing
You know
when
what?
they're
You know
doing
what would
this
be
shit.
genius? Genius. That scene with Gal Gadot in the fucking in the museum.
Oh,
She's looking at the knife that cut the Gordian knot. You know what that is, right?
Mm,
The Gordian knot is
Yeah, I
this
forgot.
famous knot that no one could untie. So what happened was that Alexander the Great came to the knot, and they're like, "This knot can't be untied." So he took out his fucking sword and he cut it in half. I think that's how this movie was written. No one could write it, so he's like, "Fuck it."
What I think
And it's a
happened-
metaphor for the movie.
No, what I think
That's
happened
it.
is that the writers were on like a 4-day like Red Bull binge, and they were just like so tired. Like, all right, guys, what's gonna happen next? So,
We have a week left to
okay,
introduce the film.
Luthor is gonna be. How the fuck do we introduce him? He's
How do
playing
we-
basketball. Write it down. Write the fuck down.
Everybody likes basketball. Everybody likes basketball.
How do we
Everyone.
include the Justice League?
Kobe Bryant.
What is the most exciting way we could include the Justice League? Laptop.
YouTube.
Logos.
YouTube. No, not
Logos.
YouTube. Secret
YouTube
files.
videos.
Secret files. Secret
That's
files.
one thing I said would have been great for that whole little part because that didn't even need to be in the movie.
Yeah.
If they would have put those individual clips as YouTube clips,
Oh,
and
yeah.
let those go viral, that I feel like would have been more.
Imagine
success
the
to
fucking
You know what would have been great? You know
No,
what would have
then
been
Batman
great?
would have already known
If
that.
Wonder
No, I'm
Woman
saying,
didn't
like,
see
yeah,
that,
as
and
a
they were a
promo,
post-credit montage of those scenes happening as part of the
You
film.
know how
not
that
as videos.
Okay, that would have been great. You know how that would have been really cool? Batman's a fucking detective.
I told you, that's what I'm saying. If there was already YouTube videos
Why
of
doesn't he
those
have a
scenes, he should've-
metahuman file?
Yeah, he should know about this already. He should already have an inclination. He should be like, Superman's around. What else is fucking around?
This is a movie where twitchy Lex Luthor is smarter than Batman. This is a movie where twitchy Lex Luthor is smarter than Batman. That's what this movie is.
Depressing.
What I gotta say to that?
and I think that's where we should end. So
Damn it!
we went on for a while.
You got that? Fucked it up.
We'll cut.
I spent $20 on this movie.
You got free tickets.
Let us know
I
what you
did.
guys think about all this in the comments and if you understood anything from our yelling. But this is exactly what we thought, and we're probably going to keep talking about this damn movie for quite a while.
This is probably.
I feel like it
And
had
if
one of
you
those.
think this was disjointed, it's kind of like you just saw the movie.
This is.
We
this
talked
is-
about it in the same way the movie sold.
Think about how this movie made everybody talk and speak and debate over it, just like a good Star Wars movie did.
This is probably gonna be like 3 parts.
Batman v Superman and Star Wars are on the same level. Good night.
Fuck!
3 parts.